Agriculture has changed dramatically over the years, as more land is being torn up for farming and more pesticides and herbicides are being used. Sustainable agriculture produces ways to reduce the impact of farming on the environment. When using sustainable practices, farmers can reduce the use and cost of pesticides and herbicides, conserve water, and save on irrigation costs. My family is fourth-generation farmers and cattle feeders, and have implemented the use of many sustainable farming methods. They feed gluten to cattle, use minimal-till farming practices, and the use of pivot irrigation instead of pipe irrigation to conserve water. Sustainable farming methods are important for a variety of reasons. They prevent erosion, limit water waste, and help cut costs for farmers. Farmers can employ a variety of sustainable practices that are environmentally friendly and will help with their bottom line. Sustainable farming is the production of food, plants, and animal products using different farming techniques that help the environment. Public health and communities. Pivot irrigation is one method of sustainable farming that helps with water conservation. Overwatering is harmful to crops and is a huge waste of water resources. Conservation tillage is another method of sustainable farming and is another main source of water conservation. This method modifies the plant's roots and makes it easier for them to soak up and store water. Another method is soil conservation. This has become one of the main focuses in sustainable farming. Parikh, 2011, stated that conservation of resources is critical for agriculture productivity. It also means taking care of soil so that it maintains its integrity as a complex and highly structured entity composed of mineral particles, organic matter, air, water, and living organisms. Parikh 2011 also stated that crop rotation is beneficial by breaking pest cycles, and it also helps replenish the soil. Herbicides and pesticides are used to control pests that damage crops and livestock. Over 1 billion tons of pesticides are used each year. A method of sustainable farming that can help with the overuse of pesticides and herbicides is crop rotation. Pesticides and herbicides cause health problems such as nerve damage and birth defects. Sustainable farming is necessary to help conserve the environment, and that helps protect the plants and animals that live in it. Pivot irrigation represents sustainable farming because it uses 1/3% less water than ground irrigation. Pivot irrigation conserves water and maintains its quality. Mull, 2012, stated that if farmers use this method, they can save 9 inches of water per field each year. Pivot irrigation also allows water to be absorbed more evenly by the crops and does not rely on gravity to move the water to different parts of the field. Sustainable agriculture allows us to enjoy and produce healthy foods without the risk of consuming harmful herbicides and pesticides. Farming using these methods does not harm the land or crops. This farming method is also necessary because plants grown without pesticides are organic and are healthier for humans to consume. Soil conservation is crucial to farmers. When herbicides and pesticides contaminate the soil, it cannot be used over again each year. Ryloos, 2015, stated that keeping harmful contaminants such as pesticides and nitrates out of the water table helps crops grow and ensures the continued arable of the land. Having good soil increases crop production. Many farmers use soil conservation as a sustainability method because good soil leads to good crops, which then provides more money for the farmers. There are many ways that farmers and landowners can practice sustainability in their farming operations. Minimum till is one method farmers use. Minimum till farming reduces the cost of labor and machinery. The benefits of minimum till are bringing the old crops to the surface and improving biological activity. Minimal till helps keep nutrients in the soil by maintaining the top layer of soil and preventing soil erosion. This process will benefit crops in the future by maintaining nutrients and carbon dioxide. This will allow the plants to grow. Pivot irrigation is a much more efficient method of sustainable farming compared to pipe irrigation. Mull, 2012, stated that a 7-tower center pivot will use 1/3 to 1/2 less water than what is used in flood irrigation. Pivot irrigation is beneficial in many ways. It cuts down on water waste, lowers labor costs, and is less harmful to the environment. Crop rotation and cover crops are other methods that offer many benefits to agriculture. Crop rotation provides erosion control, improves soil biodiversity, controls weeds, and suppresses diseases. Cover crops prevent soil erosion, reduce compaction, and do not require a herbicide to kill. Ryloos, 2011, stated that without these sustainable farming methods, the soil would lose its nutrients and would erode more quickly. As you can see, numerous sustainable farming methods are used to reduce the impact of farming on the environment. When farmers use sustainable practices, they conserve water, reduce the cost of herbicides and pesticides, and also save on irrigation costs. These methods have prevented water waste and soil erosion while growing healthier, more organic crops. With my family being fourth-generation farmers and cattle feeders, it has really opened my eyes to the benefits of this issue. If farmers do not use sustainable farming techniques, the land could be stripped of all its nutrients, grocery prices could go up drastically, and agricultural production could decrease.